So I've got to tell you a quick story. My brother, my twin brother, who played the tour in '81, good player, but Alan never. He's my best friend, and we've talked every Monday morning after every event I've ever played in my life. And he's the only one that I honestly believe in what he tells me about good or bad playing or whatever. But anyway, playoff U.S. Open 1988. He's never shown up at a tournament when I was playing well because he just didn't want to change the environment, didn't want to do anything. It was my world, not his, and so he just kind of didn't do it. But the playoff of the Open was a big deal. So he and 3 family members and another fellow who had the private airplane flew up. They get there Monday morning with no tickets. So they're driving to the golf course, the country club, with no tickets, and they realize, well, being a twin, they pull up to the gate, they put Alan behind the driver's seat, and the guard says, "Hey, Curtis, good luck today, beat his ass," and they get on in. So accomplished #1 goal, got in the clubhouse. Now they have no tickets. So they get in the clubhouse, they go to the USGA, they get 5 tickets, and with the USGA to get 5 tickets at that moment, it's like you got to trade in your firstborn. And so they got them. And now they're flustered after tired and been traveling for 4 hours. They decide to have a beer. Well, now when they're in the clubhouse of the country club, there's probably 500 members there, and Alan, my twin brother, identical, starts drinking Budweiser. So now they're all thinking, well, Curtis is really warming up for this Open playoff. He's drinking beer. That was just the start of it. So now, as we get closer to the playoff, they're getting nervous. Alan's getting nervous. So they start drinking beer and piling cups on each other before the playoff started, out in front of people, by the putting green in front of 2,000 people. So the rumor mill was, before I teed off in the playoff of the 1988 U.S. Open, was that I was preparing by drinking Budweiser, and I was working hard at it. So that's how the rumor mill started, and he had a lot of fun, but he was nervous, and it was great to have him there. It was a lot of fun, especially afterwards. But I will say this, afterwards, because of the way he didn't want to hang out. When I finished the last hole, and I was walking through the people, and it was so loud, and Alan was right here, and he screamed, and I couldn't hear him, and I kept walking. And so Alan and my family members and that friend got back on the airplane and went home. And people asked him later, why didn't you hang out? Why didn't you hang out and have a beer and celebrate? He says he didn't need me there. If he'd have lost, I would have stayed. So it's kind of neat on his part to say something like that. But it was fun to have him there.